Hello, welcome back to It's New. Barry Schwartz here. We got Mordy, Shep, and Crystal. Thanks for all being here. I'll be talking about some Google Core Update potential reversals. Maybe Mordy was right. Maybe. Crystal, what are you talking about?
Are AI overviews only for top 10s? That's not creative. It's just kind of what it is.
Shep?
Google's bugging advertisers again, this time about match types.
And Mordy.
It's iconic yet unremarkable as Google tests a new icon on the SERP.
Play the intro music, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to leave this again until Mordy comes through with a new recording. Google, again, to keep everybody up to date on this core update, in the past 24 hours or so, I saw a notice of an uptick of people complaining that the gains they saw, the little surges, again, the surges were like tiny little surges based on where they were before. Like they were ranking like this pre-helpful content update in September. Their rankings dropped down to here, and now they saw a little bit of a surge like up to here. Those little bit of surges are now going back down for some publishers that saw their rankings improve with this August 2024 core update. Now, again, it might be related to a bunch of different things. It might be completely unrelated to the core update. It might be related to that ranking bug. People say probably not. I don't know. It might be related to some technical glitch they have on their website, but there's like several, I think a dozen or so people who actually posted about this. So it does seem like some trend early this morning. So I'll keep an eye on it and see what happens there. But if you are noticing those surges start to vanish in the past 24 hours, you're definitely not alone. Hopefully things will reverse back. But with core updates, we know that there are and have been, different elements of it that surge and go up and down. So it's not uncommon to see this. So that's why when Mordy says wait, you need to listen to Mordy and wait.
Don't.
Right, Mordy?
Don't.
One little tidbit on that, Glenn Gabe just posted like a couple minutes ago on Twitter that he's noticing that those surges were probably not related to organic ranking surges, but maybe SERP feature surges, which is pretty interesting. I have to dig a little bit more into that. So if you want to look into that, he posted it on August 22nd, 8:42 a.m. on X. So if you want to look into that, definitely do. Crystal, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so along with the AI or with the core update, they also announced that they were rolling out AI overviews much more widely globally. And speaking of AI overviews, Mark Traphaven over at SEO Clarity has carried out a report where he analyzed 36,000 keywords and compared them with the URLs showing up in AI overviews. And he found that a whopping 99.5% of them of the time, one or more of the top 10 web results was included in the AI overviews, according to his data. So he was looking at stuff from the SEO Clarity content, and he was looking at all of this sort of things. So basically, the sort of TLDR of it, he's proposing is essentially that if you want to, one of the best ways to get mentioned in AI overviews is to rank highly in Google. This, as Barry pointed out, was met with a little bit of controversy. So Glenn Gabe, who's also been tracking the AI overviews, and there's a few folks who've been tracking them really closely, was saying that he's not exactly seeing that. So he was saying that he's tracking AI overviews. There's one company that I'm tracking AI overviews that ranks in the top 10 for 71% of their queries tracked. And has some featured snippets, yet does not have one citation in any of the AI overviews. And there's a little bit of back and forth there in the article on Search Engine Roundtable. You can see some of the discussion that goes on there. I think that it's an interesting discussion. And I think that one of the things it does bring up is that the AI systems that we're seeing being more visible, like AI overviews, like Bing Copilot, are not completely separate from the search ecosystem that we are all very familiar with. So I think that there is some. I think there's some there, whether it's 99.5% or whether it's smaller, it remains to be seen. But I think that it gives us some signals that the systems are connected, which I think is interesting.
I don't feel like, maybe I'm like crazy here. I don't feel like it makes sense for them to be connected necessarily. When you're putting a link, it's like it gives you the AI overview, and each paragraph is almost like a different topic. So shouldn't the links be specified to like what that subtopic or what that subparagraph is about, which wouldn't necessarily be reflected on the SERP itself?
Generally, the way I see them is they tend to be like summaries and things. And also, one of the things you have seen anecdotally is lots of people saying that the AI overview is just a repetition of the featured snippet. That's something that shows up a lot, and so I think that that also suggests that it does relate to the rankings in some way.
Yeah, but like you said, there's some controversy around it. I think both Glenn Gabe and Lily Ray both say we're not seeing that with our clients. And keep in mind that SEO Clarity, their client list, people who are using that tool, it's a very, very expensive tool. So it's mostly enterprise, and those enterprises generally rank well for those types of queries. And they probably also are very, very trusted by the AI overview. So maybe there's some type of correlation there. But again, it's hard to know for sure. On that, let's talk about some more bugs with Google. Chris, Shep.
Unfortunately, we have to talk about another bug today. So this week, Andrea Mejia shared a screenshot of the search term report in Google Ads, and it has a search term in here, and the match type is smart matching. So Thomas Assel reached out to Ginny with the screenshot to try to get to the bottom of this. And Ginny said that this is the result of a small traffic experiment between the 13th and the 14th of August that incorrectly attributed traffic under this previously turned down smart matching designation. Advertisers will not be charged for these clicks, and we reverted the change. So she's talking about that previous match type test that's from 2021, I guess. And back then, she said it was a small test that select advertisers have opted into, and people saw it in their accounts then as well. But I don't know why it would show up in the search term report 3 years later. Like, that seems very weird to me, and I'm just always worried they're going to take away match types. So that's my biggest fear again. Seems very strange.
I just don't know what's going on. I think people are just like pressing buttons everywhere and seeing what happens. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying also about the core update. So I think there's the same engineer just like flipping switches everywhere all over the place at the Googleplex.
Homer
Just
Simpson.
wild.
Christmas stop.
Yeah. All right. Talking about toggles. Mordy, you have something new in the SERPs.
Oh yeah, so it's a badges, because we need more badges to verify listings. This one you don't have to pay $8 for though, it seems. So Google is testing a blue badge of honor, or actually it's a blue badge of verification, saying that, hey, this is the real website. So I don't know, Amazon.com, this is the real Amazon, not the fake Amazon, not the rainforest, the site where you can actually buy things from. On the one hand, it's interesting because like there are a lot of scams. I know, for example, I forgot the exact way it worked, but like there's a letter that's similar to A, or a style that's considered a different like letter itself that's similar to an actual A. So like Capital One, it'll look like the Capital One website. It'll seem like it's spelled like the Capital One website, but it may not be the actual Capital One website. I forget the exact details about this. So yeah, like the verification thing makes sense for that. But on the other hand, why would Google rank like those crap websites high enough anyway that you would even see it?
Good question. So just some history on this. Google has been testing, or actually launched them in some for a while, blue verification icons for ads. Then they tested them with gold. They tested various shapes and sizes of them. Bing actually had them in the organic results with a little verification label as well. So it's not too surprising that Google's doing this, although I'm not sure. I thought it was an ad. I thought it's hard for them to verify this. I'm a little confused why would they do this, but when you hover over it, they take like no liability. I think it says something like this icon is being shown because Google's signal suggests that this business is the business that says it is. That's just funny. Google can't guarantee this, but we think our algorithms are telling us that this is the legit business. Whatever. Any event, it's good to have those verifications there.
That is such a caveat. That's like, here's your gold medal. We think you're really good, but like kind of maybe, but we're not sure. But like maybe like you did run the race, but I'm not sure. But like here's a medal anyway. But I'm not taking account.
The Google lawyers.
As long as I have to pay $8 a month for it, it's all good.
Awesome. All right. Well, that wraps it up for this. It's new for the week. We are back next week. I think, unfortunately, Shep is going to give the seat back to Greg.
Yeah, Greg will be back.
Awesome.
From the dead?
He's not dead.
No.
You're welcome back anytime, Shep.
Thanks.
Anytime.
I had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Everyone have a great weekend. Be safe. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.